Hello my dear students and welcome back to our math session. Today we'll start our general revision 2 for all the topics. So let's start with the first question here. Choose the correct answer from the given ones. You have this equation and we need to find the value of m. Whenever you have equation with fractions like this one, you can use cross multiplication. So simply you multiply 3 by all the values here, which is m plus 1. Now it will be 3m plus 3 times 1, this is equal to 3, which is equal 9 times 5. This is equal to 45. To solve an equation like this one, you have to know that cancelling 3, which means minus 3, for here and this one. Now we have only 3m equal 45 minus 3, this is 42. Simply you need to divide by 3 for both of them to find m, which is equal to 14. Take care, you have to read this question carefully. Sometimes we'll ask you about m plus 5, m times 9, m minus 7, whatever the question, so you have to read the question carefully. Here we just need m only, which is 14. The solution set in n of 4 brackets 2x plus 7 equal to 12 is, for a question like this one, you have to multiply out the 4 inside the bracket. So you have 4 times 2x, which is 8x. You have 4 times 7, which is 28. Now this is totally equal to 12. For this equation, you just simply need to subtract 28 from this one. So you have 8x equal to 12 minus 28, which is negative 16. Now find the value of x, divide by 8 for this one and this one, it's negative 2. But take care, the solution set in n, natural number. Is this one a natural number? Not yet, so the answer is phi. This is not a natural number. اتفقنا في question زي ده قبل كده ممكن يكون ايه اللي يخلي equation زي دي بنحدد لها يعني مجال معين في السوليوشن اللي هو الان بس او الزد بس and so on، عشان ممكن تكون equation بالشكل ده الاكس او الانون اللي فيها number of students او number of books او time in minutes او time in hours. كل الحاجات اللي انا قلتها دي لازم تكون positive value او zero، مش هينفع ابدا تكون negative. In another questions في another ways او another equations ممكن يكون الفاليو الانون ده يكون negative. ايه الايكويشن ممكن تكون فيها value زي كده negative؟ For example equation عن البروفيت واللوس inside a company، يعني الارباح والخسائر في شركه، وبالتالي انت هنا ممكن يكون في خسائر، يعني ممكن يكون في فاليو بالنيجاتيف عادي جدا. في الكويستشن ده لا طبعا هو قايل لك ان بس، فانت بتلتزم بكلامه. لو حتى النيجاتيف 2 دي الاجابه الصحيحه هو بيقول لك ان، مش هتختار النيجاتيف 2 طبعا. This is equal to phi or there is no solution for this one. MC perpendicular to MD. That means here you have a 90 degrees. BMC equal to 120 as being written in the second angle. Find measure angle B. To find this angle you have to know this angle first. So simply you will add both these angles together, take the answer from 360, which means 360 minus the sum of these two angles together. So but why? For sure you know that these all angles around a point. That means total is 360. Now this angle is only 150. Can you remember if you have two angles like this one and this one, here is 150, how you can find this one? The sum of these two angles together is 180 for sure. So 180 minus 150, that means equal to 30. And this is the right answer. Why for both of them? We said about this one. What about this one? Because these are two interior adjacent angles. Interior adjacent angles, they add up to 180. وبالشكل كده مستحيل طبعا تكون الانجل دي equal الانجل دي obtuse ودي acute. طالما هما مش equal يبقى add up to 180. This is because of the parallel lines and the transversal. Choose the correct answer from the given ones. If the scale of drawing a map is 1 to 200, 1 and 200, the distance between 2 points is 4 centimeters. then the real distance between the 2 points in meters is the map scale. If you can remember, if you have 1 represented by 200, what about 4? You just need to multiply this value by 4. That means this is 800. 800 centimeters. Take care. map scale. السكيل اللي بنستعمله على الماب الخرائط بيكون بالسنتيمتر، وعلشان اي فاليو هتجيبه من على الخريطه هيكون بالسنتيمتر. بعد ما تجيبه بالسنتيمتر احتمال يسالك يقول لك هاته بالمترز، كيلومترز، whatsoever، بس خلي بالك وتقرا الكويستشن كويس قوي. هو قال هنا meters، so you need to divide this one by 100 which means 8 letter D. You can also use this. You can use fractions instead of ratio. This is right, this is right. 1 over 200, it's 4 over unknown. Now let's use cross multiplication. M times 1, 4 times 200. M times 1 is M. 4 times 200 is 800 centimeters. This is for sure 8 meters, letter D, the right answer. In the opposite figure, ABCD is a quadrilateral. What's the value of X? Simply you can find this angle, the missing angle inside the quadrilateral, which is this one. You just add all of these values, subtract from 360. 360 minus the sum of all of these values. So now the angle inside this is 60. Why we do this? Because the sum of angles inside a quadrilateral is 360. If you found this one, you can find this one. 180 minus 60, this is 120. Take care. There is a very common mistake in this question. ناس كتير بتعمل ايه؟ بتاخد ال 120 دي تعملها times 3. I'm sorry, it's wrong. الانجل دي كلها 120 وال 120 دي represented by 3x. يعني x times 3 اللي قدامنا دي equal to 120. So simply خلوا بالكم ان 3x كلها equal 120. That means 3 will be divided for here and here. 120 divided 3, this is 40. The value of x equal to 40. So if you multiply 3 by 40, it will be 120. So this is the right answer of x, which is 40. Choose the correct answer from the given ones. The value of 2x minus 6 when x equal to negative 2 equals, for sure you know that 2x means 2 times x. So now you have to multiply 2 by negative 2, which is negative 4. Then you have to subtract 6. Negative 4 minus 6, this is negative 10 for sure. The right answer is negative 10. Here, he's not talking about natural numbers, rational numbers, integers. Just find the answer of this. Negative, if it's positive, decimal, it's okay. If it's fraction, there is no limit for the answer here. So the answer is negative 10. If x doesn't belong to 3, 5, or even 9, then x may be equal to, this is very, very easy. We don't have 9 for it, or even 5, or even 3. The value is 2 for sure. Supplementary angle of the right angle is, can you remember supplementary angles? We have two types of the pair of angles. Complementary, supplementary. Complementary when you have two angles add up to 90. Supplementary when you have two angles add up to 180. If one of these angles is right, so the other angle must be right for sure. This is 90. If you need another one to be 180, you need another 90. So this is the answer, which is right angle. The multiplicative inverse of the number, like this one, if you need to find the multiplicative inverse, you switch the fraction, or you find the reciprocal of the fraction. This is not a fraction now. This is called a mixed number. You need to convert it to a fraction. Leave the negative, leave 3. Now 3 times 1, it's 3. Plus 1, this is 4. To find its multiplicative inverse, take care, multiplicative inverse. Don't change the sign. Still negative. You just change the fraction. عشان ده multiplicative مش additive inverse. So it will be negative 3 over 4, letter C for sure. In the opposite figure, Measure angle DOA is unknown. If you need, or if you know that measure angle DOC is 65. Here you have this 65. You just need to find measure angle DOA. This is angle total. We know this sign, if it's repeated here, that means also this is equal to 65. And then to find this angle, simply you can subtract 100, or I mean subtract these two values from 180. Or even we have another answer. Simply to find all this, take this value from 180. So 180 minus 65, one time, will be 130. We have two ways, by the way. If you write here 65, then 180 minus the sum of these two, which is 130, it will be 50. Then if you add this value with this value, it will be also 130. Or an easier way, just take this one from 180. 180 minus 65, it will be 115. This is the right answer. Choose the correct answer from the given ones. Number of axes of symmetry of the opposite figure is equal to. Take care. If you have one axis of symmetry, it's written in this way, and it's called axis. If you have a lot or more than one, starting from 2, 3, and so on, it's called axes of symmetry. This shape, let's say it's a square now. For sure, in the exam, the shapes are very clear to you. This is, if it's a square, it will be 4 for sure. If it's a rectangle, it's 2. Take care. If it's a rectangle, it's 2. If it's a square, it's 4 axes of symmetry. Choose the correct answer from the given ones. If K is 4, 3, is the midpoint of AB. This is A, this is B. Then what is X plus Y? Take care whenever you have a midpoint. We have said before that these two values for X added together over 2, it will be this one. So you have X plus 2 over 2 equal to 4. To solve this equation, you have to multiply by 2 to cancel out this one. Now you have X plus 2 equal to, step by step, equal to 8. Now what is the value added to 2? To be 8, for sure it's 6. X equal to 6. Now let's find Y. We have Y at negative 1. So Y minus 1 over 2 equal to this value of the midpoint, which is 3. Let's multiply by 2. Now we have Y minus 1 equal to 6. Y minus 1 equal to 6. What is the value? Subtracted from 1 to be 6, it's 7 for sure. Or you can add 1 and 1, it will be 7. This is the value of Y. The question now asking you about X plus Y. You have to add these two values together. 6 and 7, it will be 13 for sure. If the masses of a group of students in the school in kilograms as in the following table. Can you remember if you have these values for the mass? This is the frequency, it means how many times each value is repeated. We just put this table to find the mean. You write the values of X, write how many times it's repeated and its sum, and then you multiply 71 by 1, 72 by 3, and so on for all of them, finding the sum of all of this. Then to find the mean, you just take this value divided by 20. Take 1,512 divided by 20, it will be 75.6. This is the value of the mean. In the opposite figure, AC intersect BD equal to M. Prove that ABCD is a parallelogram. First of all, you can find the measure of this angle. This is very easy. 180 minus 70, it will be 110. And then you can find the other angle here. You can add all of these two angles together, it will be 150. Take it from 180, it will be 30. These are the angles inside this triangle. You can see now if this is 30, this is also 30. You have here this one and this one, they are equal, making letter Z. Letter Z, it means you have two parallel lines and a transversal. Two parallel lines and a transversal. If you have these two lines are parallel and these two lines are parallel also, he said that from these signs. Now this is for sure a parallelogram. So again, this is 70. We found this one, it's 110. We found this one, this is 30. And we found that this one equal to this one, making letter Z. If they're making letter Z, that means you have parallel lines and a transversal. If you have parallel lines and the transversal, and you check that you have also parallel lines here, so this is for sure a parallelogram because two or each opposite sides are parallel here. Choose the correct answer from the given ones. Represent the distribution of 200 students in summer activities. You need to distribute this 200 for all the activities. So what is the number of students who choose basketball? Here is the basketball. You can find all of this, then you can find the basketball at the end, or there's another way, there's an easier way. You can find the percentage of the basketball. If you add all of this, 25 and 15, which is 40, and this value is 30, so you have 70, so per basketball now it's 30%. We found the percentage of the basketball, which is 30%. If it's 30%, it means 30 from 100. Again, if it's 30%, it means 30 from 100. What if they are 200? For sure, it will be 60, the value for the basketball. And you can use this rule. Take 30 over 100, the fraction we have. وقبل كده اتفقنا وقلنا ان الفراكشن ده لو عملت له تايمز 360 هتجيب الانجل، ولو عملت له تايمز 200 اللي هو التوتال value of students هتجيب ال value of students for this part, which is 60 people or 60 students. Which of the following is equal to 5k? Is it 2 plus 3k? For sure no. Is it this one? No. 5 plus k? No. This one 3k plus 2k. Simply مين في دول فيهم 5k؟ أكيد دي. You have 3k and 2k. أكيد 5k. هنا أنت عندك 2k بس و 3 لوحدها. هنا أنت عندك 3k بس 2 لوحدها. هنا أنت عندك 1k plus 5. لكن هو بيسألك على 5k. For sure it's letter D. Write in simplest form the expression. Simply you can simplify it first, then to find the value of this expression. You can multiply 3 over the brackets, so 3k. And then 3 times negative 2n, which is negative 6n. Here's the first part. Now you have take care negative 2 times k, which is negative 2k and negative 2n. Let's collect the like terms in this one. You have 3k minus 2k, which is 1k. Then you have negative 6n, negative 2n, which is negative 8n. This is the answer of the simplest form for this one. Now find the value of the expression when k equal to 5, n equal to negative 1. K is equal to 5, here's 5. Now 8n, it means 8 times n. Here's 8, here's times, here's n, which is negative 1 as we said before. Simply you can put all of this in your calculator. 5 minus negative 8 times negative 1. Take care you don't write 5 minus 8 only at the beginning. خلي بالك اوعى تكتب 5 minus 8 في الأول، لأن هنا في subtraction بس لازم multiplication يتعمل الأول. فببساطة اكتب كل ده على الكالكوليتر و simply negative 8 times negative 1 it's positive 8 plus 5 it's 13 at the end. Choose the correct answer from the given ones. Which of the following equations is not equivalent to this equation? This equation is very easy. You just subtract 5 from this and this, it will be 4. Now 4x equal to 4, that means x equal to 1. Which one? X here is equal to 1. But take care, which of the following is not equivalent, I mean not 1. This is equal to 1. This also equal to 1 because 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. For sure this is not equivalent to 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, or this is not the answer. So this is the value we just need. take care we need the equation is not equivalent to this one. احنا قلنا هنا ان x equal 1. لو جيت تسولف الايكويشن دي هتلاقي الاكس 1 ودي x كمان ب 1 ودي كمان x 1 عشان 1 plus 1 ب 2. لكن هنا اكيد الاكس مش ب 1 عشان 1 minus 1 اكيد مش 5. او simply ايه الفاليو ل minus 1 equal to 5؟ اكيد 6. فكده احنا بندور على الايكويشن اللي not 1. So letter C is the right answer. Find in Q the solution set. 3b plus 8 equal 2 brackets b plus 4. Leave the first part. Now multiply 2 by b by 4. It's 2b and 2 times 4 is 8. Simply to find the equation or to find the value of this equation, subtract 2b from here, subtract 8 from here. Now you have 3b minus 2b and 8 minus 8. 3b, which is 1b, 8 minus 8 is 0. The value is 0, solution set equal to 0 for this equation. At the end, we have finished our general revision 2. Hopefully you are doing well. Don't forget to solve for all topics, algebra, geometry, statistics, together for all the revisions. Then go to the exams to check your understanding for every topic. Hopefully you are doing well. See you next time. Goodbye.